Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Life with Tisha 1000. Welcome everybody. We're gonna be doing a reaction to all of Destiny, one of her videos, because I love watching her, and I want to do a reaction on her because she is very she's very she's an inspiration. You know how you say that's my inspiration. She's someone that you can learn a lot from and grow from, just from her making her first videos to her progress and to where she is now. That's why I watch her, because she's also a person that motivates me to want to keep doing my videos and getting better and better at it. So with that being said, we're gonna get right into this video. If y'all can subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share them, notification bell on, comment down below to let me know how you enjoyed it, and help your girl get touch K. Y'all know we can do it. But yeah, let's get into it. It's gonna have to be a part 1 and 2 because this is long, so it's gonna be 1 and 2 to this.
Sit for a while, so I figured I could keep recording and go ahead and get the content for this video while I wait. Elf did gift me quite a few products. I'm going to use some of those today, so this video will majority be drugstore. Recently, I needed new makeup brushes, ran across the Elf ones in Burlington. I'm not trying to have this video be like an all Elf video. The ones that I currently have, I've been using for a very long time. I tried a few of them last night, so some of them will have the color of my foundation and different makeup items in them, but they've only been used once, some of them, because let's go ahead and get started. I'm taking first the Elf Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm going to apply this all over my face. This is really nice. I've already done my skincare routine and everything. I cut my edges out, so I'm trying to keep them like tucked away a little bit. I'll link my skincare routine video down below for you all, because skincare is definitely important to me, especially if you're going to wear makeup. I feel like it's important to take care of what's underneath the makeup. That is a key to kind of like having a nice base and everything, to still care for your own skin before slapping a bunch of products on top. So I do like this primer a lot. Well, it helps my makeup to last all day. It just gives me a good starting point. And today I'll be using the Elf Flawless Finish Foundation. This one is in Caramel, Deep Tan with neutral undertones. I'm going to do 2 pumps of this. And then I mix in 1 of the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in 11 Amber. Both of these together help me to... Why are my pumps not coming out even on everything? I never have my sponge ready when I sit down. I'll be back. I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm just back. This is the Elf Stipple Brush. I used this yesterday when I was doing my makeup. These are the ones that I mostly be using. I threw out the other box. I'll probably do an overlay to show you all, because I actually bought 2 of them. Stay tuned for my Vlogmas videos. They have details about what each brush is for on the back. Sometimes when we're doing makeup together on Instagram Live, y'all will ask me like, how do you know which brush to use? I like brushes that are labeled because it basically tells you what to use it for or when to reach for it. So I'm going to hold on to that box until I've kind of like learned when to reach for them. Before having those brushes though, for me, if it seems like it's the right brush, I'm gonna use it. I get it on there first, and then I just go in circular motions. Before getting this brush, I would just apply it with the Beauty Blender. I like the way this stipple brush lays the foundation down. I'm gonna take whatever is left on the round side of the Beauty Blender. That's when I began tapping this into the rest of my face. I really had like a good time chatting with you all on Instagram Live last night. What I want to do eventually, if you all enjoyed this video, hopefully we can do a video where I do some of those same topics that we were discussing on live here on YouTube. Make sure I get the side of my nose as well. We were talking about things like saving money, moving out of your parents' house, and I'm actually going to do the contour first. I almost forgot. For my contouring, actually this is, I got highlighted all over my makeup when I went out of town. Dark cocoa. Sometimes I like to do my contouring before I do my highlighting. I apply it here, try to chisel out my jawline, since I got that quarantine 15 going on right now under the lip. We already kind of touched the forehead. As I get closer to finishing my makeup, that's when I'll take my scarf off, basically so that I don't have a line of demarcation. For that, I'm going to take my Elf contouring brush, and I'm just going to brush upwards. Y'all know what I did not do. When I blend my foundation in, normally I spray the Elf Glow Dewy Mist before I begin blending that in, but it's okay. Actually, let's do it now. Why not? I don't know, I just like the finish when I do my makeup that way. On Instagram, someone had asked me on live about tips of moving out of your parents' house. I just feel like it's 2 ways to be prepared. Sometimes you can be mentally prepared to do something, but before you're financially prepared or ready to do something. I was telling her, if you haven't moved out yet where you currently live, treat that like it's already your place, you know? Like, do you buy toilet paper there? Or do you go and be like, hey, where's the tissue? We have a tissue. Or do you contribute to anything? For example, if you live with your parents, something that you could do, ask to pick up one of the bills. And you don't have to pick up the most expensive one. It's looking crazy right now. Trust the process. And the goal is to not give that back, right? Like, if you say, hey, I want to be responsible for the internet bill, or if y'all got a family line, you say, okay, I want to be responsible for making sure I get this family phone line. Hey, you practice that and you see how well you can do with that. And if you're already acting like where you currently live at is your place, versus just sitting around waiting on everything to be done for you. Not to say, like, because before I moved out, of course, my dad loves to cook, go to the grocery store, all of that. But anything that I need.
I'm Lucy, and I design wheelchair attachable accessories. In my design process, it's really...
If you have a job, especially, I'm going to say that, you should be handling that on your own. If you're a certain age, I ain't saying if you're like 15 to 16, you shouldn't be considering moving out in the first place. So, concealer of choice for the day. This is the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer in medium beige. I forgot which one I was using before this one, but I did go a shade lighter now. Once I began to put the powders and everything on top, if it's too close to your skin tone, it'll start looking a little toned down. So, to keep that highlighted look, I go a little bit lighter. Then when I put the powders on, it just blends it perfectly the way I want it to be. It's underneath the eye, on the bridge of my nose a little bit, just to kind of snatch that. But yeah, just practicing habits like that helps you to know if you're ready or if you're not, you know? Versus our age, because I feel like sometimes people feel like if a person is a certain age, it means that they're supposed to do something. And you shouldn't let society tell you what you should do. At all, honestly, even if it comes to like school or going back to school. We made a joke about it on live at a wedding or something. People will look at a certain person and be like, you next. At a funeral, I'm gonna look at the oldest person that's there and be like, you next. If that's the case, like if we're going by at certain ages, certain things are supposed to happen, we're gonna apply it in our situations. So don't be mad at me if I pull up and tell you something like that. But the point of that was just, there is no age to me for moving out. Like, if you can't do something, you can't do something, you know, at that particular time. It definitely shouldn't be a thing to where people are telling you or trying to hint to you that you should, especially if you do it and you're not ready and a bill due. Because those same people that was like, girl, you need to be trying to move out, you how old and you ain't moved out yet, those same people ain't gonna pick up the phone if you need to borrow $50 on the light bill. Don't be letting people hype you up. In no way, shape, or form, anything considered, even outside of moving. I work my way from the bottom to the top. And then I only really put like a little bit on the sides just to sort of clean up the contour a little bit. Now, I like to use my beauty blender to do this, and then I'm going like right along the eyes. Again, it still looks crazy, but when you do your face, you gotta trust the process. If you let that sit just a little bit, what I like about this concealer, it does what a concealer is supposed to do, and by going up a shade, it means I don't have to use concealer twice. Like, sometimes people will use one that's close to their skin tone, like you'll conceal and then you highlight. By me using a little bit of a brighter concealer, I'm doing both at the same time. And then if you want to kind of consider the layers on your face, I'm not having too many because I won't go back in with another concealer on top of this one. When I get ready to start blending, I turn it back around to the wider side of my beauty blender. Hopefully my camera isn't too bright. I had already filmed this video once, but I did not like the setup that I had. The lighting just wasn't really good to me. The makeup turned out really good. The lighting, I didn't care for it too much, so I was just like, And you just want to spend some time blending over everything before you move on to the next step. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. When we were on live too, y'all was saying like, you need to do these kind of topics on your YouTube, blah, blah, blah. But I was just like, every time I've ever posted to my Instagram, and I do like a Q&A saying, hey, give me topics to chat about, where I want it to be a good video, but also want it to be things that you all care to want to know about, y'all be asking me about stuff that's not beneficial to your life. Like y'all be like, oh, tell us about this. Like, everything just be just about me. So I was super excited on the live last night because the questions that were being asked were the types of questions that could help people. If you're still watching, throw a few suggestions down below, because I definitely want to start doing girl chat type of videos on my channel. I'm going to take the e.l.f. Halo setting powder. I'm going to turn it over, kind of shake some into the top. For beginners, you don't bake, you can't go wrong if you just press it in. I like to make sure I got the creases out before I put this powder underneath. Some people like to kind of go down a lot on the neck. I kind of don't. Depending on what you're going to wear, I don't too much care for makeup transfer. I don't like it. With my girl chats, when I do start doing them, I may just kind of sit and chat with you all, because even this, if you were on that Instagram live, the one we were on there for like an hour and 26 minutes, and I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be getting ready to go somewhere right now. Then y'all heard me say how if I just stop everything and just sit here and just talk, I can really give you all good information, or just a really good chat. Because sometimes I'll play it back and I'll just be like, oh, I wanted to say this, and I wanted to say that, and I wanted to say that. But when I'm trying to do my makeup, the focus is just on too many different things. But we're going to keep trying and see what we get, you know. Tapping into the powder like this, right? Just squeeze it and kind of do like that. So press that in. If you don't make a face like that, at some point you're not doing it right. So follow around my eye and really pressing along the nose too. Coming over here. Making sure you pick up an even amount of it. Then as I begin to slowly run out of what's in my cap, the rest of that goes right down the center portion right here of my forehead, and just keep tapping to where it's pressed into your skin really well. Okay. Alright, we're gonna bring some color back to the face now. So this is where I'm gonna take, it's not drugstore, I know, but regardless of if I want to use our drugstore products, I can't find a way around this. This is the Sephora Micro Smooth Mahogany number 56. Let's see which kind of brush. I know which brush I normally would use for it, but attempted to use one of my new ones. I'm trying to see which one has powder on it. That'll let me know which one I used yesterday to do this with. Basically, I'm picking up something that's fluffy. I like the way this one looks. It's kind of tapered. Tap into it, tap some off, pressing that first. I'm not sure when I ran out of space on my card, so I had to grab another one. I'm taking the Sephora Micro Smooth, setting down the bronzer first. I'm trying to multitask. This is my second video for the day. Unless I combine the two, I don't think I will though. I'd rather them kind of be short and sweet, a topic focused. And then I gotta film one more video after this. Then I'll be done for November and I can go into hiding until Vlogmas. So I'm taking the e.l.f. contour palette, a dark deep, tap into these two at the bottom. Even though we've already done it with the cream, this will just help to bring back the color to our face a whole lot. There was a different brush I used for that yesterday, which really had me looking snatched. On Instagram, y'all was like, oh my God. I ain't just saying that either, y'all was really saying that. I just gotta pick the right one. I'll just use this one. What I keep in mind when doing this, I think of the number 3, so I come here and round and down. And at this point, it would kind of be time to take off the scarf. This is where we want, again, I'm filming a separate video, so I was trying to make sure my wig is getting melted. But y'all will see the finished look of that at the end of this video. Take this Selfie Ready foundation brush, using this to really press the powder into my skin further without picking up any product. That just really helps to blend everything for me so that I still won't have any harsh lines. Just to be sure I'm not getting it on my lace. So I actually used this eyeshadow brush when I did my nose on Instagram yesterday. And I'm just going to tap into this one right here and tap off. I'm starting right where my brow is and just go down. I forgot to cream contour my nose, so I'm going to go in more than a little bit to try to like make up for that. I like to do like the tip like this, and then also here as well, or like a lift, if you will. A nose job without going underneath the knife. That's what your contour is for. Without any product on it, I'm picking up this brush again and just tapping. For my blush, I'm going to take my NARS. This is like a mini one that I got this for my birthday actually. Who gave this? I think my mom gifted me this for my 29th birthday. NARS and Orgasm. Tap into that and put this right here on my cheeks, going back just a little bit. I like blush a lot. It really helps to warm up the face too. And again, after I apply something, picking this one up but with no product on it and just tapping over that. Ooh, ooh, so far, so good. And since my brows were sort of already done, I'm just gonna go ahead and put back everything that I kind of lost while doing my face. This is the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. Mostly my tail right here. And I'm not really like drawing the brows on. I'm just kind of like sweeping it through, doing little hair-like strokes basically. Let me know if you all would rather me just like really just take my time and have maybe a longer makeup video where I'm doing my makeup but still attempting to chat with you all, or if y'all are like, Destiny, you should focus and just, you know, not do anything and just kind of sit and chat. I feel like me sitting and chatting would be the best info because then I'm giving it my undivided attention. So I don't know. Let me know what you all think. Maybe we can do a mixture of both. Not all videos have to be the same. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Well, well, well,
Period. Shout out to my subscriber for the shirt. I don't like doing eyeshadow all the time. When I don't feel like it, this is what I do. The same thing that you use to warm up your face, to your bronzing and all of that, you can just go right back into that. This is the e.l.f. crease brush. You used this yesterday. Oh, this
when
is
I'm
the
with
crease
you,
brush
I like
too.
it
So
as
I
well.
bought 2 different packs, basically the same brush, different colors, just like this. And if you have any concealer that you may have not like set on your eyelids, or if you brought your foundation down onto the eyelids as well, the powder on top of that will help to set it, and it'll give you a little bit of definition just going back and forth like this. Sometimes I won't put anything on my eyelids. I'll just go ahead and do my mascara and keep it pushing. It just depends. But whenever I'm not in the mood for eyeshadow, bronzer in the crease, and sometimes all over the lid, works great for that. This brush is a little more big, but just for like setting it down all over the lid, you could just tap into that and then just slap it on there. I'm not a like makeup guru, so I'm probably not gonna give you the best tip, but I'm just saying like that's what I would do. You're not supposed to do this, but this is how I do it. Nobody told me this, but I'm telling you. I filmed one of those. I gotta post it. To allow the glue on my lashes to sit for the perfect amount of time, I've lately been doing my highlight while I wait. To resemble what I did on Instagram Live the other day, I used the Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is like classic. If you want to get a drugstore highlight that looks really good, the only other highlight that I have, this one is Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder, and it's gonna be in the description box. Yep.
Okay, so that is it for this one because the battery is gonna run out, and it's a pretty, you know, I want to cut it half and half so it won't be so long. So you will be seeing me on the other part to this video of all of Destiny and her makeup and contouring and stuff. So with that being said, y'all, if you can do me a very big favor, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share my videos. Make sure your notification bell is on so you won't miss any of my content, and make sure you comment down below to let me know how you enjoyed it. And with that being said, y'all, we'll see you guys on part 2.